Hey guys, it's Jade Dill here and welcome to the channel. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Yes, it's up there right now, so do it. So today I want to talk about Owen Smith. Who is he and where did he come from? It almost seems like he's come from nowhere. Well, guess what, guys? He's got absolutely no credentials and he is a shill working for big pharmaceutical companies, and that is all he is about. So let me tell you a little bit more about this absolute wanker. So if you don't know, he worked for two very big American pharmaceutical companies, one called Amgen and one called Pizza. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. This long career of his spanned from 2005 to 2008, just before he got elected to be the MP of Pontypridd. Apologies if I'm saying that wrongly, in Wales. Now, as soon as this man got elected in 2010, do you know what he did? He went and he basically told the government that, you know, the use of, and let me be 100% clear with this. He said he called on ministers to improve incentives for pharmaceutical companies and warned that the use of cheaper non-patent drugs by NHS and elsewhere would affect the industry when he first became a Labour MP. So he was a lobbyist for both these really quite awful pharmaceutical companies, and he was paid to lobby for Viagra, which is great, and he also endorsed privatising of the NHS. Now, one of these companies that he worked for while he was working for them, and this company was Amgen, who previously sponsored a parliamentary report, which was basically used to scare people at the top of the NHS, telling them that basically they can't use cheaper drugs and they need to use pharmaceutical drugs that have been patented, which is a very big American thing. Now, while he was working for Amgen in 2012, while he was working for them, they were fined a significant amount. They were fined £579 million. And you know why this was? They made a drug that was aimed at cancer patients with anemia, and it was called Ansnep. Now, what they were doing is, and just to get this 100% right, and it's quite disturbing, so hold up, because it's a little bit of a bumpy ride. And actually, it's not just a little bit of a bumpy ride, it's shocking. It's shocking. What I'm about to tell you is absolutely shocking and absolutely disgusting. So, and I quote, Amgen was fined £579 million in 2012 for illegally promoting the drug to cancer patients in a way that increased the likelihood of their deaths. Amgen was hit with the fines after it emerged that the California company was pursuing profits at the risk of patient safety, as it promoted non-approved use of Aransnip. And Smith was in charge of the corporate affairs and the corporate internal communications of the British division between 2008 and 2010. And he lobbied for this company to provide the NHS with pharmaceutical drugs, and lobbied against the use of cheaper drugs. And then he sponsored an initiative to try and make people private sector healthcare a lot easier within the NHS. So as we can see, guys, this guy is a shill. And what's really interesting about this was that he became an MP in 2010, and he basically said that his employers really supported him and, you know, helped him with this, which is an absolute disgrace. Of course they would support him, because not only was he a lobbyist for them, but now he's an MP and he's openly lobbying for them. Like, we can just forget this. This isn't a travesty. Surely this is a conflict of interest. The fact that he was a lobbyist for a massive pharmaceutical company, not just one, two, and the fact that he has been paid to lobby for them, and now he says, oh, you know, I haven't been working for them for 2 years, so, you know, I'm impartial and it's fine. Well, no, it's not fine. This guy is a pharmaceutical shill. He is a Blairite, and he is an absolute utter creep. And what is going on with his hair? I mean, worst comb over or whatever. The fact is, this guy is a pharmaceutical infiltrator. He has worked for them as a lobbyist. He wants to try and get these big pharmaceutical drugs to take over the NHS, and he is for privatisation. This isn't scaremongering, this is the truth. And what I find shocking is he has the gall to keep going. He is an utter disgrace. Do not be taken in by this disgusting man. And let me know what you think about this disgrace in the comments below.